What's going on? Rob here, Trev2323. I'm doing a video here because some people may hate me for this, but I believe in biological stuff and biological filtration and all that. And this is my 130 right here with my Pacu and then my redtail catfish in the corner over there. He thinks he's getting fed right now, that's why he's here. And these are pretty big fish that I got here. My redtail catfish, I venture to say, is 7 or 8 inches now. My Pacu is probably about 1.5 foot or 2 feet now. Alright, and this 130, I have an undergravel filter that is partially working because the Pacu breaks it. And I have a MArineland 350 on the back. I had another plant in here, all over here, but the plant actually fell off and the Pacu ate it. So what my video is right here. One, I wanted to see this plant I just put in about a week ago, since the other Pacu ate the other one. So I wanted to see if it actually is sprouting roots. No sprouting of roots yet. Okay, you would see if there are roots, like little things sticking out of there. So it's not sprouting roots yet. But here's the thing, it hasn't died yet either. I mean, it actually looks nice and strong still. See, nice and green leaves and everything, so it hasn't died yet. Alright, but the other plant had sprouted roots and everything, and I left in there. Now what I do is I let the water level go down for 2 reasons. See the water level? It normally goes down to about right here. But his head is so far above his eyeballs that he hits, if I fill it up all the way, he hits the top with his head and he cuts himself on the top. Okay, so, but partials, I've had this set up for, I don't know, man, at least 2 years now. Maybe, yeah, about 2 or 3 years. Okay, I've done partial water changes twice in this tank right here. And one thing is, especially when I had my 330 tote outside or my pond outside, you don't do a water change on a 330 tote. You don't do a water change on an outdoor pond, because the biological filtration builds up and equalizes the good and the bad bacteria. Now these are big fish in here. The catfish eats the stuff at the bottom, the Pacu eats the other stuff, and the biological filtration system gets a lot of the bad stuff out. One thing that I do is, this is in my basement of my house. So when this goes down, I put 10 gallons of fresh water in it. And about every 2 weeks it goes down. So about every 2 weeks I put 10 gallons of fresh water in it. Like I said, the other plant living sprouted roots and everything in the filter. And every now and then, I say every maybe 3 weeks, I take 1 or 2 of the filters. This could hold 4 filters. I got 3 filters in it. And every 2 or 3 weeks, I don't take them all out. I take a couple of them out. And I spray them off and wash them off and everything with hot water, and then I put them back in there. Now the tank is crystal clear still. I haven't had gill curl, knock on wood, I haven't had gill curl from my redtail catfish or anything. So I did want to show you that, like I said. And I know with live plants filter the water out really good. And this is a Lee's undergravel filter, and all it is one pipe is working with the air. And this plate right here is the only plate working, because he's broken all the other ones out, the Pacu, because this guy's a beast right here. Alright, so like I said, I don't know if it's a myth, a urban legend. They sell you those filters that you got to replace once a week, and these partial changes you got to replace every, all this and all that. And in the whole 2 to 3 years I've done 2 partial water changes in this tank. Other than that, every, say, 2 weeks, I put 10 gallons of water in it, and I got live plants growing in the filter in the back of it. So, either way, that's just me. That's how I do it. You can do it however you want to. I'm in Chicago, so the chlorinated tap water probably is worse for these fish than the biological filtration that's on the back right there that's filtering the water. You got to buy dechlorinator or let the water sit for 3 days before you're supposed to put it in here. With my koi, with my tilapia, with everything, I just would spray it with water from the tap to fill it up. I wouldn't put dechlorinator or anything in there. And these guys seem like they still love me. They come right to the top right here. Now the catfish I just put in maybe about a month ago. And he sprouted. He really did sprout. He's a big guy, but this is the Pacu's tank, and he knows it. He stays in the corner, is where the catfish stays. The Pacu normally has to run to the tank. And one thing with redtail catfish, pretty bored unless they're hungry. They kind of just stay in one place and just look at you in case they're hungry. What I noticed with the hybrid redtail tiger shovel nose is they swim. They swim the water. But I like the big fat head of the redtail, but they're pretty bored unless they're gonna eat. This was a 10-gallon tank that he was in, and you see meat that's a pop bottle filter there. One other thing about filters, that's a pop bottle filter I made. All it is an air pump. The tank's not on, but there's an air pump and carbon and whatever you could fill it with. Now this is, I'm gonna lift it even though I shouldn't, because everything's set in there. This is a pop bottle filter right here, and you see how it builds the bacteria up in there? That's a 2-gallon one. You can look up pop bottle filters, Trev2323, and that's how I made them. But this water in here is crystal clear. Crystal clear. There's a big koi in there. There's a crayfish in there. Crystal clear water, and I haven't done any water changes on it in about 2 or 3 years. I got a pop bottle filter in it, and when the water goes low, I just put more water in it. So like I said, I don't know what the companies, if they're trying to sell, you have to buy all these filters, you have to maintain them. That MArineland, I bought one new filter for it, and the rest, I don't clean everything out at one time, all the filters at one time, because it needs the built-up of bad biological material in order to keep it clean, and if you clean the tank too much, you're gonna shock your tank. So either way, that's just me, my conspiracy theories, and how I filter my stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.